Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into today's video, I just want to warn you, this one's heavy. We're talking about missing kids, and these cases are absolutely haunting. So if you need to take breaks while watching, that's totally okay. Nearly 800,000 children go missing in the United States every single year. Think about that number for a second. Some of these kids are found safe. Others turn up months or even years later. But some, they just vanish without a single trace, leaving families with nothing but questions and heartbreak. Today, we're covering 5 cases that'll stick with you long after this video ends. Let's get into it. Picture this. It's January 2nd, 1999, in Mesa, Arizona. 2 sisters are hanging out on a street corner at dusk, waiting for the ice cream truck to roll by. Pretty normal kid stuff, right? 9-year-old Kimberly was getting cold and annoyed. "I'm going inside to grab a coat," she told her older sister, 11-year-old Mikelle. The house was literally just a few yards away. Mikelle stayed behind, riding circles on Kim's pink and white bike. But here's where it gets terrifying. The second Kimberly walked through the front door, her mom was like, "Nope, it's almost dinner time. Go get your sister." So Kim turned right back around and yelled out to Mikelle, "Mom says it's time to come in." Nothing. No response. Kimberly walked closer, and her heart probably dropped. There in the middle of the street was her bike, lying on its side. The wheels were still spinning. Mikelle was gone. Let me repeat that in just 90 seconds. With her sister only yards away inside the house, Mikelle Biggs vanished into thin air. No scream, no struggle, nothing. Within half an hour, hundreds of people were searching for her. Police brought in search dogs, but they could only track Mikelle's scent for a few feet before losing it completely. They questioned the ice cream vendor, interviewed every registered sex offender in the area, and talked to neighbors. Nobody saw anything. Nobody heard anything. But Mikelle's dad has always believed one man knows what happened. A guy named D. Blaylock. This dude lived just 2 blocks away and was a registered sex offender. 2 years after Mikelle disappeared, Blaylock was convicted of raping a neighbor and trying to kill her. He's serving 15.5 years for that assault. But here's the frustrating part. There's no direct evidence linking him to Mikelle's disappearance. None. Mikelle was about 4 feet 8 inches, wearing a red t-shirt with her elementary school's name on it. Brown hair, hazel eyes. Her sister Kimberly is almost 30 now and still trying to keep this case alive, hoping someone out there knows something. 20 years later, nobody knows what happened to little Mikelle Biggs. June 9, 1995. Colleen Nick and her 6-year-old daughter Morgan were having some quality mother-daughter time, heading to a Little League baseball game in Alma, Arkansas. It was a perfect summer evening. Around 300 people packed the stadium. Everyone was having a great time. Then around 10:30 p.m., 2 of Morgan's friends, 10-year-old Ty and 8-year-old Jessica, asked if Morgan could come catch fireflies with them in a nearby field, about 75 yards away. Colleen was hesitant. Any parent would be, right? But the kids swore it was safe, so she gave in with one condition: stay where I can see you. Just 15 minutes later, the game ended. Jessica and Ty came running back to the bleachers. But Morgan wasn't with them. "Where's Morgan?" Colleen asked, trying not to panic. "She's by your car, dumping sand out of her shoes," they said. Colleen rushed to her car. Morgan wasn't there. Now she's full-on frantic. She told a baseball coach who started asking the kids more questions. That's when they dropped the bombshell. While they were dumping sand from their shoes, a creepy man came up to them. He was standing behind a red Ford pickup truck with a white camper shell. Within minutes, police swarmed the area. They searched everywhere, the parking lot, the fields, questioned everyone at the park. The little blonde girl with blue eyes was nowhere to be found. But here's the chilling part: Morgan wasn't his first target that day. Earlier in the evening, a man with a red truck tried to lure a 4-year-old girl into his vehicle. Her mom intervened and told people around her. Then the day after Morgan disappeared, a man matching the same description tried to lure a 9-year-old girl into a men's restroom at a convenience store 15 miles away. Despite composite sketches and detailed descriptions of the truck and the man, nobody was ever arrested. In 2002, police searched private property based on a tip that Morgan's body was buried there. Nothing. In 2017, they searched a well near a trailer home. Again, nothing. 22 years later, Colleen Nix still refuses to believe her daughter is dead. She's convinced Morgan is out there somewhere, and that one day, she'll come home. December 26, 1996. The day after Christmas. Two best friends, 13-year-old David Spencer and 11-year-old Patrick Warren, were out and about in Chelmsley Wood, England. That afternoon, police officers spotted them playing on a frozen pond. "That's dangerous, boys. Go home," the officers told them. David showed up at his house around midnight. He told his mom he and Patrick were going to spend the night at Patrick's brother's place, just a short walk away. But they didn't go there. Instead, they kept roaming around in the cold and dark. Patrick was riding his brand new Christmas bike while David walked alongside him. They crossed a hill, walked along a road, and headed toward a gas station. The gas station attendant gave them a packet of biscuits. He watched them walk toward the Chelmsley Wood shopping center. It was about 12:45 a.m. That was the last time anyone ever saw them. When they didn't show up at Patrick's brother's house, he went looking for them the next day. Soon after, they were reported missing. But here's where the police really dropped the ball. They thought the boys were just runaways. After all, they weren't exactly angels. David was into boxing, known to be aggressive and unpredictable. Patrick, nicknamed Patty, was described as cheeky with a wild side. Because they were street smart, police didn't think they were in real danger. What a mistake. 2 days later, Patrick's red Apollo bike was found behind the gas station where they were last seen. But get this, police didn't even realize it was Patrick's bike until weeks later. In 2003, police arrested a 37-year-old man in connection with the case. He was released and never charged. Another man, Brian Field, a convicted sex offender who had killed a 14-year-old boy in 1968, was also questioned because he lived nearby, but he denied any involvement. To this day, despite all the advances in technology, nobody knows what happened to Patrick Warren and David Spencer. November 23, 1997. Tampa, Florida. Steve and Marlene Aisenberg had what seemed like a perfect family. Their eldest son William was 8, daughter Monica was 4, and their youngest, baby Sabrina, was just 5 months old. That night, Marlene and Steve tucked all 3 kids into bed. Around midnight, Marlene checked on Sabrina to make sure she was still asleep. Everything was fine. The next morning, Marlene woke up and noticed something weird. The garage door and the door from the house to the garage were both open. Her stomach probably dropped. She ran to Sabrina's room. The crib was empty. Marlene called 911, sobbing hysterically. Police rushed over but found no signs of a break-in. Nothing else in the house was missing. As they searched the home, they found an unidentified blonde hair, a shoe print near the baby's crib, and several unidentified fingerprints throughout the house. According to neighbors, there had been attempted break-ins in the area, especially at homes with young children. But here's where things got weird. Police couldn't understand why nobody in the family woke up while an intruder supposedly took Sabrina. The family dog never even barked that night, which raised major red flags. Detectives started looking hard at Marlene and Steve. They said the couple exhibited odd behavior after reporting their baby missing. Their stories seemed inconsistent. They noticed there were very few photos of Sabrina compared to tons of photos of the older kids. In one home video, they thought they saw a bruise on Sabrina's face and a patch of missing hair on her head. Police grilled the couple intensely, believing they had something to do with their daughter's disappearance. But in the end, no evidence was found to convict them, and all charges were dropped. Over the years, several women have come forward claiming to be the missing Sabrina. DNA testing has ruled them all out. The Aisenbergs moved to Maryland. William is now 30 and studying medicine. Monica is 26, working with adults with special needs. The family still believes Sabrina is alive out there somewhere. Every few years, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children releases an age-enhanced photo showing what Sabrina might look like now. The Aisenbergs are hoping that if she's out there, she'll see one of these photos and realize she has a whole family desperately waiting for her to come home. So there you have it, 5 absolutely terrifying missing children cases. For the families left behind, the questions never stop. Maybe one day there will be answers. Maybe one day these families will finally get closure. But for now, these remain heartbreaking, unsolved mysteries. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. We post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday covering cases just like these. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you know anything about any of these cases, please reach out to the authorities. You could be the one who finally brings these families the answers they've been searching for. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.